A big event occurred recently in the life of Andy Brown. It all started about 2 weeks ago when Andy and the Kingfish dropped into a lunchroom for a quick bite to eat.
Yeah, well, what is you going to have, Andy?
Oh, I think I'll have a stack of wheat cakes, scrambled eggs, sausages, some ham, and 2 cups of coffee.
It does, huh?
Yeah, I never like to eat too much between meals.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have a pretty good meal myself to build up my strength. I got to pick up my check today, and there's 14 blocks down to the unemployment office, you know.
Well, you know, Kingfish, with spring coming on, it shows a nice time of the year to be unemployed.
Yeah, and summer and fall ain't bad loafing weather neither, you know, Andy.
You know, Kingfish, I am so glad that we ain't got to work. I know that.
May I take your order, please?
Yeah, waitress, you can bring me a... Hello? Hey, you know, you was about the best-looking gal I have seen in a long time.
Uh-oh, the wolf has done picked up the scent.
Have you decided what you want to order?
If you was on the menu, I'll have a double order. I really roll on it, I Kingfish.
Oh, yeah, you knocking them off there now. Could we stop this mush stuff, though, and order the food? Look, waitress, I'll have ham and eggs, and you can turn the egg over.
Order ham and eggs, flippin', Joe.
Ham and eggs, flippin'.
Hey, honey, you is new around here, ain't you? But I bet a sweet little gal like you has got 1 million boyfriends already.
Well, not exactly. I am kind of new around here. I haven't had a chance to make any friends. I guess I'm sort of a babe in the woods.
Babe in the woods? Honey, shake hands with an old forest ranger.
Have you decided what you want to order yet?
Oh, yeah, give me the same as my friends here.
All right. Oh, Joe, ham and eggs, flip 'em, a pair.
Ham and eggs, flip 'em, a pair.
You know, honey, Mother Nature sure done a beautiful job on you. If you was a bird, you'd be the prettiest pigeon in Capistrano, you know.
Yeah, take it easy, Andy. I was a married man, and I can't stand this stuff on an empty stomach.
Don't slow me down, Kingfish. Let me alone. Honey, now that the ice is broke, permit me to introduce myself. My name is Andrew H. Brown.
Well, how do you do? My name is Dorothy Richards.
Dorothy Richards.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty name. Say, after work, how about me and you taking a little walk tonight? We might even sit on a bench in the park for a while.
Ah, that sounds nice. But won't it be a little chilly out there?
You really is new around here, ain't you?
Well, that little meeting between Andy and Dorothy soon blossomed into a big romance. It's now 2 weeks later. We find Andy up in his room making the official announcement to the Kingfish.
Yeah, Kingfish, me and Dorothy is official engaged. We done decided to take the feudal step.
Yeah, so you're going to get married, huh, Andy?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Devil's Island. Tell me this, when did it all happen, Andy?
Last night. And you know, getting engaged is really a thrilling moment. Is it always that way, Kingfish? How did you propose to Sapphire?
Well, I didn't exactly propose to Andy. The thing kind of snuck up on me.
Yeah.
You see, one night she invited me over for a little Sunday evening social at her folks' house.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of friends and relatives there. Her Aunt Matilda was at the organ. A couple of brothers, the local preacher, and 2-3 cousins.
Sounds like quite a party, all right.
Oh, yeah, anyway, we was playing parlor games when all of a sudden Sapphire's mother jumped up and says, "Does anyone here know the name of our first president?" I said, "I do." And with that, Matilda started pounding the organ. The preacher whipped out his book, and the next thing I knew, I was a dead man.
Yeah, that was something, all right. They really sprung the trap onto you there, didn't they, Kingfish?
Yeah, it was a tough break, all right, Anna. If it hadn't been for George Washington, I'd still be a single man. Say, Anna, what is all these scrapbooks and junk you got spread out on the table here?
Oh, they is all the old momentums of my bachelor days. Now that I'm getting married, I'm going to burn them up.
You sure got a pile of souvenirs, yeah?
Yeah.
There's an old dead rose, a couple of ribbons, a lace handkerchief.
Oh, yeah. Different gals give me all that stuff.
Yeah, notice a hat pin here. Some gal give you that, Anna?
Well, in the way she did, she jabbed me with it one night in the hallway.
I see you got a lot of pictures here.
Yeah.
There's a goofy-looking guy there. Who is that old scarecrow of a woman standing there with him?
Kingfish, that's you and Sapphire.
I wonder what we ever saw in each other.
Well, these other pictures here of all these gals I'm going to throw away.
Well, Andy, all this stuff is over with now. From here on, you was a one-woman man.
Yeah.
And, Andy, I want to say from the bottom of my heart that I was happy to know that you was at last found the right gal.
Well, thank you, Kingfish. I appreciate that.
Yes, Andy, I tell you, after being married to Sapphire for 22 years, I has found that the only thing that makes marriage worthwhile for a man is love, understanding, and affection.
It is, huh?
Yeah, I sure wish I could get a little of it around my place, you know. Well, sure is happy to see my dear friend Andy getting married to a nice gal. After all, him and me has been... Wonder who that is. Come in.
Young man, I'm looking for George Stevens.
George Stevens, he ain't no trouble, is he?
No.
Well, I is George Stevens.
Mr. Stevens, I'll get right down to facts. I happen to be the father of Dorothy Richards. I understand your friend Andrew Brown intends to marry her.
Yeah, Andy Brown, yes, that's right. He gonna marry.
Frankly, I don't think Brown is the man for my daughter. The more I try to influence her, the more she's determined. Now, I'm willing to pay you $100 to break up the marriage.
Wait a minute, Sheriff. Is you asking me to betray my best friend for $100? Is you asking me to come between him and the gal that he loves? Is you asking me to do a thing so low and underhanded? Is that 100 in cash?
Yes, payable as soon as you break up the marriage.
Well, there's a deal. You know, mister, you was really lucky that you come to me. I don't know another one of Andy's dear friends that would have double-crossed him any cheaper. I tell you.
Oh, muddy waters, ooh-wee. Muddy water, muddy water, muddy water.
This old muddy river's killing me.
Old man River, that old man River, he must know something, but don't say nothing. He just keeps rolling, he keeps on rolling along. Rolling, 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 rolling along. He don't plant potatoes, he don't plant cotton, and them that plants them is soon forgotten. But old man River, he just keeps rolling along. Rolling, 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 rolling along.
You and me, sweat and strain, body aching and racked with pain.
Oh, that barge and lift that bell.
You get a little drunk and you land in jail.
I get weary and sick of trying. I'm tired of living, afraid of dying. But old man River, he just keeps rolling along. Rolling, 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 rolling along. I waded in the water about ankle deep. Then the water started lapping up round my feet. It's a mean old river. It's deep and wide.
It's a long, cold journey to the other side.
You and me, we sweat and strain. Body all aching and racked with pain.
Pull that barge, lift that bale.
Get a little drunk and you land in jail. I get weary and sick of trying. Tired of living, afraid of dying. But old man River, he just keeps rolling
New 1950 Rinso is here. It's ready to use right now. Tomorrow, ask your dealer for Rinso and get the amazing new Rinso. New 1950 Rinso with Solium. 1950 Rinso has 3 times the whiter washing action of any other soap. That's right, 3 times the whiter washing action of any other soap.
Well, I tried the new Rinso and got the surprise of my life. All my white things turned out gleaming white. They're whiter than new. And my colored things look so gay. I'm sure they're actually brighter than brand new.
It's absolutely true. The sensational whiter washing action of new 1950 Rinso gets and keeps your clothes whiter and brighter than any other soap.
Yet Rinso is so safe for all my wash. And it's so easy on my hands, too.
Tomorrow, get new 1950 Rinso with Solium in the familiar green and yellow package. And now, back to Amos and Andy.
Well, I'll walk on home and get some lunch. I got to figure out some way to break up Anna's wedding to that wait one. Well, there comes Shorty the barber down the street. Well, hello there, Shorty.
Well, I'll be doggone if it ain't. Well, look here, if it ain't, I'll be hired, Kingfish.
Say, Shorty, I was in sort of a spot here. Maybe you can help me. I just got to find some way to bust up a marriage.
Well, knowing your wife, Kingfish, I know how you feel.
No, Shorty, it ain't my marriage. You see, the father of the gal Anna's engaged wants me to break the engagement because he don't think Anna's the right man for her.
Yeah, well, why don't you just introduce Anna to another gal and make up a story about her being rich? That ought to do the trick.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Shorty. Agree. Say, you know, Shorty, you don't look it, but you is really a brainy fella.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I just wish I knew of some gal that I could get to pose as a wealthy woman for Andy's benefit.
Yeah, but I can get you one, Kingfish. I know a manicurist who used to work for me. I tell you, you give her a few bucks and she'll make a play for Andy and tell him that she's rich and everything.
Oh, that is swell, Shorty. Let's go over and talk to her right now.
Okay, Kingfish. You know, this is about the 12th time Andy's been engaged.
Yeah.
He really got luck with the women.
Yeah, well, the way you talk, Shorty, you don't get no gals, huh?
No, but last week I got a great idea from some of the fellas. They would stand in front of the drugstore down the street and whistle at gals. And within 5 minutes, everyone they'd walk away with some cute little gal under their arm.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah. So last night, I tried the same thing. I got dressed up fit to kill. Flower in my buttonhole, shine on my shoe, and I stood in front of that same drugstore just like the other fellas and whistled just like this.
Yeah, well, what did you get, Shorty?
Oh, I got a cocker spaniel. Oh.
Come in, Brother Andy. Just sitting around the office here.
Yeah, hiya, Kingfish. I just been down to the beanery talking to my financier. Yeah. And you know I've been thinking it ain't going to be right for the wife of Andrew H. Brown to be seen working behind a counter in a lunchroom.
Oh, I agree with you.
Oh, yeah. After we is married, I'm going to try to get her transferred to the kitchen where you can't see her.
Oh, ain't no sense in having her disgrace, Andy. No. Oh, boy, I'm really tired today. I was up late last night at a big society party.
Stepping up in the class, huh? Who gave the party?
Oh, some new gal that we met, Andy. She's a wealthy, rich widow. Yeah. And on top of that, she got a lot of money, too. Oh, what a party. She served nothing but imported caviar. I must have drank 4 or 5 glasses of the stuff.
Yeah, that gal that gave the party sure must have been wealthy.
Oh, yeah. You ought to see her, Andy. She was really loaded with jewelry, too. Got a couple of beautiful mink coats.
Sounds like some gal, all right. Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, for a single unmarried woman looking for a husband, she's really a prize. Of course, you wouldn't be interested now that you was engaged, would you?
Of course not. Me interested in another woman just because she got money? What's her name?
Well, her name is Eloise Smith. I tell you, Andy. Say, look who coming across the street here. It's the rich Eloise Smith now. I told her to drop by here, you see.
That's the rich gal, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the heels on her shoes there. They sure is wore down, ain't they?
No, you see, she hasn't made that way, Andy. You see, she's a little knock-kneed, and by wearing the heels wore down on the outside, sort of springs the knees out a little bit. Wait a minute. I'll tell her to come on in here. I'd like to have you meet her.
Yeah.
Miss Smith, come on in. I'd like to have you meet my friends here. And I'd like to have you meet the rich and cultured Miss Smith.
How you do?
My, what a charming, good-looking man. Is you into moving pictures?
Who, me? Who's she talking about? Oh, no. I ain't no moving pictures, no.
Well, Miss Smith, I noticed that you ain't wearing none of your big diamond jewelry that you usually has on.
Well, you see, I got to do a lot of rushing around today, and I'm traveling light.
Why don't you let me help you off with your mink coat, Miss Smith?
Oh, don't bother.
Kingfish, you say that's a mink coat?
Oh, certainly it's mink. It's the finest you can get. Genuine wild mink.
Yeah, well, I figured they was wild, all right. Look at there. Some of those minks has been in some tough fights, ain't they?
Yeah, I guess he is, ain't it?
Yeah, that one on the elbow there must have had a fight with an Indian. He was scalped.
You know, Miss Mr. Brown, Mr. Stevens here was telling me so much about you, and may I say you was even more charming than I expected.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I gotta run along now and draw a few $1,000s out of the bank. I'd ask you to come with me, Mr. Brown, but I understand another woman already has you in her clutch.
Yeah, well, keep talking. I think her clutch is slipping.
Well, if anything happens, my telephone number is Lehigh 56893. Well, goodbye. I just can't resist pinching you on your little old jowl there. Coochie, coochie, coo.
And a coochie coochie to you, too.
Yes, sir.
Lehigh 56893, huh?
Yeah, Lehigh, that's right. Now, Andy, I can see you thinking along the right line. Oh, that gal really got class, Andy. See the way she strutted out here?
Oh, yeah, I like everything about her. I even like the sound of her knees knocking together. But listen, Kingfish, what is I going to tell Dorothy?
Well, now, let's see. Just tell her that you break an engagement for her own good. Make up some story that you was a gangster or a criminal or something, and that it ain't fair for you to marry her even though you love her.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I got a date with her at 8 tonight. And along about 8:30, I'll break the engagement and tell her I ain't never going to see her again.
Well, why you want to wait till 8:30?
Well, I thought I'd get in a little smooching first.
Well, Henry Van Porter, what you doing at the Lodge Hall here tonight?
Well, I just come in, Kingfish, to show you an item that appeared in the evening newspaper. It's about Dorothy Richards, that gal that Andy is engaged to.
Yeah, well, what is the thing, Henry?
Well, it seems that she's a society gal, Kingfish, and she's decided that all men in her own set were trying to marry her for her money. So she left home and got a job as a waitress to try and find real love.
Well.
Yes. You see, Kingfish, Dorothy Richards is an heiress. She's worth $50,000.
Holy smokes. And Andy's going to break the engagement tonight. Now I see why her papa wanted me to bust up the marriage.
Yes, well, what are you going to do, Kingfish?
Well, I'm going to call Andy's room and see if he left yet. I'm going to try to stop him. $50,000 is a lot more than that measly $100 her father offered me.
Oh, yes, it'll be a shame if Andy loses out on that.
Yeah, you know, there ought to be a law that when a fella tells a gal he loves her, she got to declare her assets. Now, I think...
It's here a year ahead, and it's ready to use right now. Ask your dealer for Rinso and get the amazing new 1950 Rinso with Solium. New 1950 Rinso has 3 times the whiter washing action of any other soap.
New Rinso is a joy to use because my wash turns out so beautifully. My white things are the loveliest white, even whiter than new. And my gay print dresses, too, are brighter than when I first wore them.
Yes, the sensational new washing action of 1950 Rinso gets and keeps your clothes whiter, brighter than new. Whiter, brighter than any other soap.
Rinso's so gentle for my hands, too, and so safe for all my wash.
Tomorrow, get the economical giant size of new 1950 Rinso. Now, back to Amos and Andy.
Oh, me, I done called Andy's room, but it's too late. He done already left for Dorothy's apartment. And by now, he is talking himself and me out of $50,000. Oh, hello there, Stonewall.
Oh, hi, Kingfish.
Stonewall, I got a big problem here, and I'm really at the end of my rope. It looked like this time that I'm going to have to throw in the sponge. Oh, I really gives up.
Oh, now, that ain't no attitude to take. I never give up, Kingfish. Never say die. Did I give up practicing law just because I was disbarred? Did I give up practicing law because I couldn't get no clients? Did I give up practicing law because I couldn't make no money? No, I did not. 3 of the biggest mistakes I ever made.
Yeah, well, here's the situation, Stonewall. You see, Andy was in love with the gal, and the gal's father come along and offered me $100 to break up the marriage. So I did.
That's natural.
Yeah, but now I done discovered now that the gal is worth $50,000. And if Andy marries her, I'm going to get half of it, you see. Now, what can I do, Stonewall? Andy's up at the gal's apartment right now telling her that he is a criminal and breaking off the gate.
Oh, do Do something about it, Kingfish.
Well, what must I do? Don't keep hollering, do something. Tell me what to do. Don't say do something.
Now, wait a minute. Now, what can you do? I know. Go up to her apartment right now. And if Andy's already done told her about breaking off the engagement, you just tell her that the real reason that Andy's breaking it off is because he found out she got $50,000 and he is too noble to marry a gal for her money.
Hey, that's a great idea, Stonewall. Only thing is, by doing that, I'll be double-crossing her father. Now, do you think that double-crossing her father is right?
Kingfish, I can only answer you in the words of that old Latin quotation. Ad valorem cum magnus sanctum.
What does that mean?
Oh, man, yeah.
So that is the story, Dorothy. I is really a hardened criminal.
Andy, you a criminal? I just can't believe it. You've always been so sweet.
Well, you see, Dorothy, I got two personalities. Oh, I a regular Dr. Jerk and Mr. Hyde. No, Dorothy, it's like I say, it'd never work out. I come to say farewell and goodbye.
Well, Andy, if that's the way you feel... Oh, I'll see who it is.
Yeah, okay.
Why, it's your friend, Mr. Stevens.
Excuse me, Dorothy. And the boy, I can't let you do it.
Do what, King?
Break off the marriage just 'cause you know that Dorothy here ain't really a waitress, and on top of that has $50,000 in her own name, cash.
I knows that.
Certainly you does, stupid. Miss Richards, Andy here made up that story about being a criminal and for a very noble reason.
Well, what reason was that?
Yeah, what reason was that, King?
Because, Andy, is you know you was too noble to marry a woman that has got money. But I can't let you do it, Andy. I know you love Dorothy and this gal, and she is the gal for you right there.
Yeah, I see what you mean, Kingfish, but, what about Lehigh, 56893?
Wrong number.
Oh.
Oh, Andy, Mr. Stevens is right. You're wonderful for feeling that way, but we can't let my money stand in the way of our marriage.
Okay, honey, I'll marry you. It's just that I has always felt that marriage can't be no success where the wife has got a lot of money. Ain't that what I felt, Kingfish?
Oh, yeah, you have said it 1,000 times.
Oh, Andy, we will be married.
Yeah, and just think, if it hadn't been for me rushing over here and explaining everything, Andy would have walked out of your life forever.
Oh, that would have been a terrible tragedy.
Yeah, I shivers every time I think of it. Yeah.
Oh, Andy, this is all so wonderful. Let's not wait any longer.
Yeah, get married right away. You know, I only hope, Dorothy, that you can be worthy of a man like Andy with his fine ideals.
Yeah, and you know, honey, even though I hate your money, I'll be as kind to it if it was my own. Yes, Amos, the wedding is all set for tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I am certainly happy for you, son. Congratulations, Andy.
Oh, yeah, this is a real love match, Amos. She got $50,000. Of course, I ain't going to take all of it.
Oh, well, that's nice. Leave a few dollars for herself, I guess.
Yeah, well, you know, the Kingfish has got to get his cut.
Yeah, well, Andy, I hope that the money angle ain't the only reason that you was marrying Dorothy.
Oh, no, Amos. I'm crazy about the gal. Of course, with that kind of money, why, me and the Kingfish won't have to work the rest of our lives. You see, me and the Kingfish has always said that we ain't never going to work again.
Yeah, well, tell me this. How come you're having the wedding so soon?
Well, you see, Amos, knowing that I was going to marry the gal and get her money, why, me and the Kingfish done gone out and bought 6 suits of clothes and some shoes, a lot of other stuff. And you know the store where we got them is pressing us for the money. They want it right away. So we got to nuptial this thing up as soon as we can, I'll tell you that.
Oh, I see what you mean there. Well, I'll see you at the wedding tomorrow then, Andy. I got to get going now.
Yeah, well, you know, Amos, I was just thinking here, it's too bad that my little godchild, Amos Andra, ain't a little bit older. I'd like to have her as a flower gal at my wedding.
Yeah, well, Amos Andra is a little too young for that, Andy. Well, I'll see you there, though. So long, son.
Yeah,
see you later.
All right, so long.
Oh, hello there. Amos, out of the way. I got to see Andy in a hurry. Okay, Kingfish.
Hey, Kingfish, look at you. What's up? Your eyes is popping out.
Andy, look here. Here's a telegram that just come for you from Dorothy, and I done opened the thing. Read it.
Let me see that, Kingfish.
Yeah.
Dear Andy, after that story you and Mr. Stevens told the other night, I got suspicious. I investigated and found out you just wanted to marry me for my money. I have married my true love, Joe Smith, the short order cook at the lunchroom, and we are on our way to California. Goodbye, Dorothy. Holy smoke, she done left for California with the cook from the restaurant.
Yes, Andy, this is a tough break, all right.
Yeah, not only has I lost the one love of my life, but we is in trouble.
What you mean?
Well, how in the world is we going to get a hold of money enough to pay for them suits and the other stuff that we bought?
I don't know.
Hey, look here, waiter. I'll have ham and eggs. You can turn the eggs over.
All of ham and eggs, flip 'em.
Ham and eggs, flip 'em. Amos, what is the advantage in Rinso being 1950 when everything else is 1949?
Well, let me answer it this way for you, Andy. What if I was able to reach into the future and hand you a newspaper with everything in it that was going to happen 1 year ahead?
Holy smoke, then I'd know a lot of things that nobody else would know. I'd have to jump on everybody.
Yeah, well, that's just the way it is with Rinso, Andy. They has got to jump on everybody by bringing out a soap that's fully 1 year ahead of time. Ain't that right, Mr. Carpenter?
Well, that's right, Amos. New 1950 Rinso is here. It's ready to use right now. New 1950 Rinso has 3 times the whiter washing action of any other soap. Only Rinso contains solium. Try new 1950 Rinso tomorrow.
Well, Andy, it sure was nice of you to offer to come over here and sit with little Amos Andrew while I take my wife out for a few hours.
Oh, don't worry, Amos. Me and Amos Andrew are going to get along great here. We was going to have fun, ain't we, honey?
I eat you over
Yeah, she really like you, don't she, Andy?
Oh, sure she do. Coochie coochie coo.
Well, I got to get going now, Andy. Ruby's waiting out in the hall. I hope you won't be lonely here, 'cause Amos Andrew are going to sleep in a few minutes, you know.
No, don't worry, Amos. I guarantee you, I ain't going to be lonely.
Yeah, well, so long, son.
So long.
Number, please.
Operator, hit me Lehigh 56893.
Good night, folks.
See you next Sunday.
Be sure to be with us next Sunday at the same time when Leader Brothers Company, the makers of New Rinso with Solium, will again present the Amos and Andy Show. Until then, good night to all of you from all of us.
Lifebuoy gets skin cleaner.
Lifebuoy with its purifying ingredient gets skin cleaner, stops BO as no other leading soap can.
Yes, doctors proved it.
You are cleaner, safer from BO when you bathe daily with Lifebuoy. Get Lifebuoy Health Soap right away.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.